You don't get it, shame on you. Funny, funny, funny what money can do.
Welcome to another meal prep video. Money is always one thing that all of us can use more of. But what if you could get richer without having to spend countless hours working all those extra shifts? The answer to that is food. Unfortunately, with how the system is built, oftentimes the cheapest and easiest food you can get your hands on are unhealthy processed foods. And because of the low prices and easy access to junk food combined with our busy work lives, over 2/3 of Americans are now overweight. Today, we try to tackle those three extremely important areas: time, money, and health. I will show you how you can easily save a lot of money, save a lot of time, and transform your health by preparing simple and tasty meals that you can bring along to work for only about $1 per meal. I will be preparing 3 meals for 3 days. If you want to prepare for an entire week, simply double all the ingredients that I show. I researched the average price per pound of all the groceries in the US. We will also be aiming for a target of 2,000 calories per day. Now, before we get started, if you enjoyed these types of videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to keep up to date with the new videos. Okay, let's get started. The first meal we're going to be making is some baked oatmeal. Remember, the ingredients are for the full 3 days, and if you want to save even more money, buy these ingredients in bulk. The first one is 60 grams of walnuts. Buy shelled to save more money. 120 grams of raisins, 3 medium apples, 300 grams of oatmeal, 300 milliliters of soy milk. You can also use almond milk instead. And lastly, I'm using 3 tablespoons of cinnamon, and this is an optional step. Now, Catherine is going to step in and show you guys how it's done. Okay, pour the oatmeal inside a bowl along with 600 milliliters of warm water. Mix and let it cool for a while. In the meantime, start chopping up your apples into small cubes and throw them into the bowl as well. Then take a knife and chop up the walnuts into smaller pieces and throw them into the bowl along with your 120 grams of raisins and cinnamon and the 300 milliliters of milk. Mix everything up and spread evenly into a baking dish, then insert it into the oven for 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius or 355 Fahrenheit. While this is baking, you should go ahead and prepare the other meals that I show. Once it's done, it should come out pretty firm. Let it cool down for a while, then take out 3 containers and divide everything into those 3 different boxes for the next 3 days. This is by far one of the easiest yet best tasting meals that I've had on this series. It's sweet, crunchy, filling, and I would eat it every single day. The average price for this meal per day comes to $1.11, which is pretty impressive. The total calories come to 730 with 22 grams of fat, 85 grams of carbs, and 21 grams of protein. Okay, so the next meal is going to be a lentil and potato bowl. The ingredients are 300 grams of red onion, 300 grams of canned sweet corn, 90 grams of carrot. Buy whole and grate it yourself to save more money. 900 grams of white potato, 600 grams of cooked lentils, which is about 250 grams raw. You should use raw if you want the price on the screen. And then I'm going to be adding some basil, which I had laying around. Use any spice and herb combination that you want. First, we're going to chop up the potatoes into small cubes, which will make them boil a lot faster. Make sure not to overboil it so they don't become mushy. Next, we chop up the red onion into small pieces as well. Throw them into a bowl and do the same with the basil. Then we throw the sweet corn in there too. These ingredients along with the carrots will be our raw ingredients for this dish. If you prefer cooking them, you can do that as well. Then get a larger bowl and pour your lentils after cooking them. Then pour in the rest of the ingredients and mix. I will also be using some salt, some ground coriander, and cumin. I suggest you trying these spices too. It makes a huge difference. After mixing again, take out 3 more containers and insert the vegetables and lentils in. By now the potatoes should be done. Insert them into the containers as well. You can have them separate, but I prefer mixing everything together for better taste. This meal is super simple, extremely nutritious, and really easy to bring along to work. The average cost per meal for this one comes to only 90 cents. Remember that is without the basil and spices, but even with those, it will still be around $1. The total calories comes to 640 with 5 grams of fat, 130 grams of carbs, and 27 grams of protein. Okay, let's move on to the last meal, the chickpea salad. The ingredients are 150 grams of uncooked brown rice, 90 grams of fresh spinach, buy frozen to save more money, 3 medium tomatoes, 300 grams of cucumber, 1 lemon, 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, I'm using the crunchy one here, 60 milliliters of soy sauce, and 750 grams of cooked chickpeas, which is roughly 300 grams if you have them raw, if you want the price shown on the screen. First step, leave the brown rice boiling while you prepare the rest. Then we chop up the cucumber and the tomato into small cubes and place it into a bowl. Then chop up the spinach just to get smaller pieces, it makes it easier to eat. Okay, now we're going to prepare the sauce that will give the whole dish an amazing taste. Pour the soy sauce along with the peanut butter and a tiny little bit of water and blend them together. You don't want it too runny but not too thick either. Take the chickpeas out and spice it up with some black pepper and squeeze the juice out of your lemon over it and mix. Once your rice is done, take out 3 jars or containers and place each ingredient into it on its own, or mix everything before putting it in the jar. If you want to pour it in like this, avoid pouring in the sauce last so it doesn't spill over. This is a very nutritious meal that will help you stay full, lose weight, and stay energetic. The average price per meal for this one comes to $1.22 or $1 exactly if you use frozen spinach. The total calories for this one comes to 600 with 14 grams of fat, 94 grams of carbs, and 29 grams of protein. Now if you're into fitness and bodybuilding like me and you want to increase your protein intake, you can easily follow this meal prep and just add a protein shake. My protein of choice is the Vivo Life Perform Protein, which is soy, dairy, and gluten free. No GMOs, no artificial sweeteners. Link below if you're interested. But if you're looking to increase your protein, that's all you need to do. So I hope you enjoyed all these meals. I prepared them yesterday and I had them all today, and I have to say that they were really good. I think you guys are gonna enjoy them a lot, so make sure to try them out. Also, the foods are listed in the description box below in grams as well as in ounces. And if you're still struggling with your diet even after watching this video, we do offer online meal plans and workout plans at jonvenus.com. I want to make sure that this video reaches as many people as possible, so it'll mean a lot if you guys could share it with your friends. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Peace out.